It's been a long time since a movie has sort of caught my interest, but then, sort of fails to keep me there, I guess you can say. It's difficult to kind of really pin down what exactly my problem was with a large portion of this film, simply because I really went into there enthusiastic about it. Like, not only is it the newest Christian Bale film, not only is it loosely based on Edgar Allan Poe in some really small light, but it just looks really good. Like, I really did enjoy the aesthetic that I saw from the trailer and the posters and the promotion that Netflix was doing to try to get people to watch it. And it was just, I started it and I was there, and then I actually wound up falling asleep, like a short way through the beginning of it. I don't know. I obviously, rewatched what I slept through, but I just feel like this was sort of a missed opportunity. Like, it is a good story, but it's been years since a movie has put me to sleep if I hadn't already seen it. I'm usually really good at keeping my attention on films that I give a chance to. I stay awake for the worst films possible. And this film just put me to sleep. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm betraying, Christian Bale for some reason. And I was really trying to find, a reason to go on, like I did wind up waking up and rewinding it and like redoing the 30 minutes I missed. But it's hard to not talk to say that. It's hard to not bring that up when I'm trying to talk about the film. So now, for those who don't know, The Pale Blue Eye is a film that released last month with Christian Bale and what's this other guy's name from he was in Harry Potter, and he grew up and looked different. I forget who he actually played in Harry Potter. I don't remember the actual actor's name, but it's also got Robert Duvall in it, and it's meant to be this kind of murder mystery where this like world-renowned detective comes to this cadet school somewhere, I want to say in like the middle of America. I can't remember the exact area it's in. I think it's like something like Connecticut. No, actually no, Connecticut is middle America, so I'm talking out of bounds there. But it's somewhere like on this side of the country, somewhere like Connecticut or New York or something. And he goes to this cadet school to solve a murder because a cadet was murdered, and the military's kind of like, we can't allow this to be the case. So here's this world-renowned detective. Please come and kind of help us. So it just so happens that at this same little military school is a young Edgar Allan Poe. So it's not really talking about him being a poet or anything. It's just he's a character in the story. Now, I don't know if it's really based on any actual factual anything in history, because Edgar Allan Poe is a real person, and Poe was actually, yes, a cadet in the military, from what I know. But anything that has to do with this might just be a loose interpretation of the fact that Edgar Allan Poe was known to help detectives sometimes. So I don't know if this exactly relates to anything 100%, but what I do know is that it is based on a novel. Now, again, I'm not saying that the novel, just because it might be a work of fiction, isn't in some way rooted in some kind of actual history. The novel is written by a Louis Bayard, who isn't really known for anything else. He has no other accreditations under his belt. He wrote this book sometime in 2003 or 2004 or something, and he's got a couple other books, but this is the only one that has an actual film adaptation from what I read. So I'm guessing it's the only one that sort of matters. So it is based on a novel, which if it's a work of fiction and that's all it really boils down to, then yeah, it's a good story. And then maybe the book might be better. I don't think I'll ever go out of my way to read the book. But yeah, when you're following the premise of, murder mystery, it's meant to kind of keep your attention and intrigue you. And I just, I fucking fell asleep. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's horrible to speak like that. But what I will say is when I woke up and I caught my bearings and I finished the movie out, the third act is definitely like where the payoff is. It just sucks of how slow the beginning is. It's such a slow burn. It's such a horrible path to get to the good stuff. And I'm not even saying it's horrible. There's probably a lot of people out there that praise it and like paid attention to it. You probably have a lot of murder mystery enthusiasts or Edgar Allan Poe enthusiasts that really went into this and were really gung-ho about everything. But I do know that from what I've read, it's very middle of the ground as far as ratings. It's something around like 5 or like 6 out of 10 and like 60s out of 100 on things like, Rotten Tomato and Metacritic and all that stuff. So I would definitely put it around that same point, but I would also give it credit because the entire third act is 100% worth it. I don't want to get into it too much because it is kind of a twist of an ending in a way that I really did not see coming. And it's probably because I wasn't 100% all there and really invested in the story or really like able to gather all the stories together with everybody. And even with that, I was able to appreciate the ending that it does give you. So is it worth sitting through? Maybe for you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I can't really talk much more than the idea that it is really slow and it really doesn't do any favors in trying to like kick you back up to speed or get you going again. If it wasn't for the fact that I just woke up and then, a house was burning down and somebody was getting kidnapped, like, okay, we're finally picking up some steam. We're finally getting to the end of the case and trying to solve the case. And we're no longer just, reading books and asking a bunch of questions. Sometimes people can enjoy that in a film, but I just didn't. It didn't catch me in this film. And, it's upsetting because I really was expecting more out of it.